prolonging during meditation the period of time in which the effort is made to prevent the arising of thoughts. One comes to an awareness of thoughts so numerous that they seem interminable. This is the recognizing of thoughts called the first resting place, the first stage of mental quiescence. The leaving unshaped whatever concept or idea appears. The procedure is to be indifferent to the thought. Allowing it to do is enlightened, neither falling under its influence, nor attempting to impede it. Rather, let the mind act as the thought shepherd and go on meditating. Thereby thoughts will cease to arise. The mind will attain the state of passive tranquility, or one-pointedness.
Welcome.
By prolonging during meditation the period of time in which the effort is made to prevent the arising of thoughts, one comes to an awareness of thoughts so numerous that they seem interminable. This is the recognizing of thoughts called the first resting place, the first stage of mental quiescence.
By prolonging during meditation the period of time in which the effort
How's everybody
is made
been?
the arising of
Waiting for others to come in.
comes to an awareness of
Say
thoughts
hello.
so numerous that they seem interminable.
This is the recognizing of thoughts called the first resting place, the first stage of mental quiescence, the leaving unshaped whatever concept or idea appears.
The procedure is to be indifferent to the thought, allowing it to
Waiting for some more folks to come in.
And
then we're going to do another meditation technique. Hopefully this isn't too loud.
Rather let the mind act as the thoughts shepherd and go on meditating. Thereby thoughts will cease to arise and the mind will attain the state of passive tranquility and one-pointedness.
Enjoy the music. Yeah, this technique that we're going to do today is like pretty strong. I like it anyway. Anything to elevate the self, right? To take us into the next phase of who we are. I know it's last minute that I made the announcement that I'm coming on.
Thereby thoughts will cease to arise and the mind will attain the state of passive tranquility and one-pointedness.
Those who know not that they are one act not as one. Those who act not as one.
This song is pretty much over with the part.
Okay.
So get your water.
The fruits of your acts will follow your days.
Prepare your body. Get situated, comfortable. You need to get your quiet time, shut your doors, whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Those who know not that they are one act not as one. Those who act not as one create not love.
Even though I would like to be outside, a little bit too busy out there. A little garden snake got taken care of and didn't run me out. So, didn't run me out of my garden, that's for sure. I've been working on my garden too. Yeah, so soon be able to show all of that. Cleaning up the backyard, getting it all ready for springtime. All right, turn my volume all the way up. Can you hear me okay? Am I able to be heard okay? How is everybody today? Yeah? Everybody good? Okay, so I know I announced last minute that I would come on. Some form of advance notice is better than none. I was trying to not put too much pressure on myself because things have been a little crazy, trying to keep everything balanced with life, all of the working on my channel and then having the technical issues and just pushing through. Y'all saw me with that snake outside and that ended that. But here we are today, right where we are supposed to be, when we are supposed to be, and how we are supposed to be, right? Because everything is in perfect divine timing. Yes, 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 and yes. So let us get started with grounding ourselves, connecting to source, and inviting the angelic realms and our ancestors in with us today as we ground and connect. Yeah? Okay. Take a few deep breaths, center yourself. And when you want to sit up straight, put a pillow in the back. And that way it supports and you're still sitting back. Small little tricks that you may not think about. Things that are just like, why didn't I think of that? That's just so simple. I know, but we are all human beings, right? So put a pillow behind you, and that way it keeps keeps you comfortable, supported, and you are sitting up straight and you're comfortable. So it allows you to relax more while you are meditating and allowing your spine to be erect. Okay, so let's visualize our red root chakra. It is at the base of the spine. It is at the tailbone. Visualize the red root chakra spinning clockwise. Clear energy, bright red, spinning clockwise. Now we're going to imagine that red root chakra going from the base of our spine, the tailbone. We're going to imagine it going to the center of the earth, all the way to the center of the earth. Give it a second or two to get there, all the way to the center. Breathe into that. Now imagine your red root chakra spreading through the earth just like roots, all the way from the center of the earth to the outer parts of the earth, spreading just like roots, touching and connecting to every aspect of the earth that you desire for it to connect to the waters, to the mountains, to the herbs, to the fruits, to the snow, to the sand, whatever. Just connect to every aspect of the earth, that which is in your comfort zone. Now let's bring that energy up. We're going to bring it up past our red root chakra, all the way to the center part of ourselves. The white light, the center, the fire energy that we are. And now we're going to bring that energy all the way up, connecting all the way up to the higher aspects of ourself. We're going to connect to our higher self. We're connecting to source, to universe. Breathe into that. And now we're going to bring that white light energy all the way down. Imagine it coming all the way down back into you, back into the center part of ourselves, back to the fire energy, the white light of ourselves. Breathe into that. And now we're going to expand that white light energy that is within us. We're going to expand it all around us into a bubble, a 360 bubble all the way around you. And you're going to make that bubble as large as you want it to be. 3 feet all around you, 6 feet all around you, 8 feet all around you. 12 feet all around you. That protective white light bubble. Now we're going to invite the angelic realm, and we're inviting the angelic realm to surround us all around, 360 all around us in that protective white light bubble that we have placed around us. And now we are asking the angelic realm to be around that bubble. And we thank the angelic realm. Now we're going to invite our ancestors, all of our ancestors. We invite our ancestors to surround us, to be with us, to guide us, to protect us. And we thank you for being with us. We thank the angelic realm for being with us, all in the most benevolent way. We say thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so today we are going to, how's everybody been? Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the returning subscribers. Thank you. I know it's been a couple of weeks that I've been kind of here and there, but life continues, right? Still gotta put money in the coffers. I still gotta balance everything. With the channel, I have been doing the daily readings, or as much as daily as possible, still reading the book, The Children of the Lost One, The Lost Teachings of Atlantis, all information to strengthen us on our journey through life, guidance, ancient information, powerful information in the text and the quotes. I've put them to music so you can listen to it. And when words are put to music, you remember the words, you remember the lyrics. Just like you do songs that you are singing, you remember the songs, you remember the words, just simply because it's put to music. So those techniques that are spoken about in the text that I put to music are words that can be repeated to yourself and remind you and guide you and help you and strengthen you along your way, right? Now, this new technique that I'm going to talk about it's not new, it's new on this channel, sharing it with you. And it will be a meditation technique that we will do in a short form. However, and it's in 3 breathing rounds of 3 in the breathing aspect. And then the 4th part of it, it'll be rounds of 5. However, once you get the technique down, you can breathe the techniques for it as long as you desire. And this is a pineal gland technique to help strengthen your pineal gland. So when you are doing these techniques, please use wisdom and listen to your body. These are strong. Make sure you're sitting down and be kind to yourself and allow yourself to adjust to the energies that you are strengthening. Yeah, so you will feel pressures. Pay attention to the tinglings wherever they are in your body. The tinglings are energy that you are feeling in your body. Recognize that you are feeling energy and acknowledge that within yourself. Just acknowledge where those tinglings, where the energy points are. It may be pressure to you, it may be tingle, it may be heat. Um, Usually, when intuition is in its rising form, when you are really in spirit, you get warm, you get hot. And when you are out of that phase, you do cool down. Your body does get cold. So when you are channeling, when you are listening, when you are meditating, expect to get warm. And when it's over with, if you're cold and you're, you got the chills or shivers, I know I do. I drop really from warm to cold, and I can be shivering. So it's okay to have a blanket with you, even if it is summertime. If you feel that you need to just afterwards, when you are meditating, when you are working on yourself, when you are listening, when you are channeling, when you are doing channeled writing, if you get cold afterwards, it's because you were in the spirit flow, and then when you are out of it, it's natural for your body to feel cold. So if you have experienced that, just know that it is completely normal. All right. And the more it happens, you're less thrown off by it. So a person like me who really does not like to be cold, when I began experiencing that, it kind of threw me off a bit because I don't like being cold, so I didn't really want to experience it. So within even that is pushing through to um, the releasing of the separate selfish self, the ego. Those are signs of uh, not the separate self not wanting you to grow and to develop because it knows that the separate self, the separate selfish self, the ego, its days are limited. So when you do things like meditation and you're channeling, writing, you're practicing, you are making an effort to do what you need to do to elevate yourself, and then the separate self will do what it can to distract you, to push you away, to not encourage you to continue. So for me, that was a way that the separate selfish self, the ego, trying to keep me from continuing with my development growth by putting me in an uncomfortable position, like being cold, because it is something that I don't like to experience. So realizing that and acknowledging that situations as such. So you are different, you are a different person, so your experiences could be totally different. However, when you are working on developing yourself and growing, and then you find the chatter, the mental chatter, the physical energy that it takes to push through to even get to the point to do a meditation, that is all the ego, the separate selfish self, trying to get you from not participating and growing and developing yourself. Make sense? Yeah. So just push through. It's just the things that the ego does, and it operates the way that it operates. I have recently begun, like, okay, you know how I've talked about in challenges in life that you, if you embrace it with more uh, gratitude and with more acceptance and say, okay, what am I to learn from this situation? All right, I'm having um, these issues right now. That's better. I'm having these issues right now, and um, instead of being, woe is me, why is this happening to me? If you embrace it with okay, I'm having these issues and I'm having these challenges. What is it that I need to learn from this? Like, really face it as to what is it that I'm experiencing and why, and what is the purpose, and experience it with more of, thank you for teaching me this. Thank you that I have learned this. Thank you that there is something new to my awareness. Thank you that I now know this. Okay, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, no matter how painful it may be, because it is said that when you are growing, when you are developing, and when you are elevating like towards the enlightenment, towards ascension path, towards the growth path, that it is literally painful for yourself, and we don't want to experience the pain and discomfort. So it's the separate selfish self that tries to keep itself comfortable and not wanting you to grow and to face your growth. So it puts things in an uncomfortable manner. Now, if you can realize that it's because you're growing, and the uncomfortness or the painfulness or the embarrassment or the whatever it may be, whether you're tired, whether anything that's keeping you from growing, if you embrace it more with gratitude and thank you for showing me, thank you for, I didn't know and now I do. Okay, now I've gained that, and no matter how uncomfortable it may be, I am stronger for it. I am wiser for it. I am more knowledgeable for it, whatever it may be. Okay, so instead of rejecting life's challenges, embrace them and thank for the new lesson and for the new knowledge and for the new understanding. So, okay, now with this new energy technique that we're going to do, what's new here on this channel. All right, so let's first acknowledge our energy points that we're going to be focusing on. This one is for the pineal gland. Okay, so where is the pineal gland and what is the pineal gland? The pineal gland is in your head. It's been depicted with stoats, with the staff that has, it looks like an eye. Okay, so in the center of the brain where the pineal gland is, and it just looks like a little pine nut, it sits inside the center part of your head, and it literally is in the shape of the eye of the part where it sits. Now, if you were to take your ears, put your fingers right, if you were to imagine a line that goes through your ears, right? So, and then now, if you turn to the side a little bit, and your third eye, which is right here, and the back of your head, which is right here, that energy point, and if you imagine a line that goes from there to there, if you can see that, I hope you can. Now, where those two, where this line and this line meet in the center of your head, that is where the pineal gland is. Okay, so, and if you really can't get the exact, just know the general area. All right, now the next point we're going to know is the heart. We know where our heart is. We know where our beating heart is, where our loving heart is. It is in the center of our chest, right here in the center. Okay, so we know, and we know that the chakra color to it is green. Okay, now the next energy point that we're going to put a focus to is the the navel, the belly button. Okay, in the area of the belly button. So that's the next energy point that we'll focus on, and then the one below that will be the tailbone, and that's where the root chakra is. Okay, so the root chakra is red, the belly button is the yellow, and the heart is green. So if you need assistance in focusing these areas, you can focus on those colors as well. But it is good to be able to, excuse me, know the organ area of what you are focusing on in your body. Now, this is a pineal gland exercise, okay? So we're going to do this in rounds of 3 for the heart, for the navel, belly button, and for the tailbone. Those will be done in breaths of 3, okay? With a hum. You take a deep breath, and then you hum. With your focus, your eyes will be closed, with your focus point to the, when we are with the heart, well, first we're going to start with the tailbone, then to the belly button, and then to the heart, and then to the pineal gland. breathing in rounds of 3. But when we get to the pineal gland, we're going to do rounds of 5, breathing and humming with the focus being on the pineal gland. Now, this is a technique. After you've learned it, after you know it, you can do as many rounds or as long as you want with the pineal gland. Okay. And then after we do the humming with the focus points, with the rounds of breathing with the hum, then we're going to start after the 5th round of the humming. Then we'll sit in silence for like 1 breath. And then now you can go straight to the tailbone in sitting in silence, but we're going to bring it down because it'll be too fast of a drop of energy. And then our next focus point will be the heart. We'll just sit in silence to 1 breath, and then down to the belly button, where we'll sit in silence for 1 breath, and then down to the tailbone, where we'll sit in silence for 1 breath. Okay, so let's do this. And so sitting up straight with a pillow behind your back is really helpful. That way you're comfortable and your spine is erect. Okay, so with your eyes closed, we're going to start. And this is what the hum will be with the but then you focus on the point of the body. And right now we're going to focus on the tailbone. Okay, when we start, remember 3 rounds, 1, 2, 3. When we get to the pineal gland, it'll be 5 rounds, and you focus on that point. This is strong, so make sure you drink your water. In fact, let's take some water now before we get that way. Being kind to your body, because this is a strong energy technique. So you ready? So we're going to focus now first on with your eyes closed, 3 rounds of breathing, humming with your focus on your tailbone. Ready? Let's go. Now we're going to focus on our belly button. 3 rounds of hum breathing and go. Focus on the heart. 3 rounds of hum breathing and go. Now we're going to focus on the pineal gland. 5 rounds of hum breathing with focus on the pineal gland, and go. Mm. Now, in silence, with your eyes still closed, 1 round of breathing, still focus on your pineal gland. With your eyes still closed, bring your attention down to your heart. 1 breath with your focus on your heart. Go. Now back down to your belly button with your eyes closed. 1 round of breathing. Now go. Now 1 round of breathing with your focus on your tailbone. With your eyes still closed, now go. And let's do another round with your eyes still closed on your belly button. Now go. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Feeling the attention to the vibration, feeling the tingling all around, all over your body, recognizing it, knowing it. It is yours. Feel that. Welcome all. Now you may feel pressure in your head. You may feel tingling. It is all up to you as to how long you want to sit in that space. Now, this is very, very strong. You can sit with your eyes closed, with your attention at the base of your spine, feeling the tingling at the base of your spine. Remember, that's where your Kundalini is at. So any movement and tingling and that you may feel, acknowledge it, welcome it, just celebrate it, knowing that it's there. This is a pineal gland exercise. It is exercising your pineal gland that's in the center of your head. That is a meditative technique that you can use. And as you grow stronger in this technique, you could do it for as long as you desire, as long as your body allows you, and strengthen another powerful energy meditation technique that you can do, control for the expansion of you. How did you like that? How do you feel? I know I feel my head. Yes, the pressure of my head, and you will sleep really well. This is nothing to take lightly. Let's take in some more water. Hmm. Buzzing. Absolutely. I know I am. Drink some water. Hey, Miss Amy. Love you, girl. Welcome, everybody. Oh, my head. Yes, yes, yes. How have you been? How did you like that? Later, we'll be able to do it another time. I know my announcement to come on was short notice. It's lovely to see you as well. I've been enjoying you every day. I've been so busy keeping with life, the challenges, yes, the planetary alignment, the technical. Like, I'll give you an example. How with all the different AI apps that I've been well, the different apps that I use for my channel, for recording, for making shorts and so forth. One day I got on trying to create some shorts, downloading the videos that I had done, and literally one of the what is it, Nexus clips, how I have a lot of videos on there, and I refreshed it so that I can like do clips with the latest video that I did, and literally it said, you have no videos, there are no videos here. And okay, I was like, anyway, and I refreshed it again and it said the same thing. And so I just took that as a sign. I just closed my laptop, set that to the side, and said, you are not going to get a rise out of me. It just means I am not to work on that right now. And then I just focused my energy elsewhere. It has been that kind of energy for the past couple of weeks. However, everything is in its right divine timing and is as it should be. Yes. Okay. Let's do a small technique, okay? A small one with our hands. Let's see. Okay, this is one. You have a line that's right here on your body, and your palm of your hand, and you have one right here. If you line those up and put them together, and then look at your middle finger, one is taller than the other. Yeah. Okay, so you see that? So for me, my left hand is the shorter finger. So I'm going to go to my left hand. I'm going to talk to my left hand. So whichever is the shorter finger for you, you're going to, no, it's not. This is a confirmation test to show you how you create your body, how you are in control of your body. So for me, my left middle finger is the shorter. Now I'm going to talk to my hand. Hand, you are wonderful. You grasp things, you hold on. You're not as strong as the right side because you're not the dominant hand for me. However, when my right hand was injured, you were the one. You were the one that held the weight. You were the one that stepped in. You've always been there, and I'm thankful for how strong you are. And you've always been there for me. And I'd like to say I love you and I'm grateful, and you've been there my whole life. Thank you. Now, you all finished talking to your hand. Let's do this. Put your line together. Now look at your fingers. Are they not the same height? Look how, for me, my middle finger on the left hand, it grew. It got taller. It stood taller. Talk to yourself and tell it how wonderful it is. Eyes. I love how you see everything I look at. It's because you have shown me. That's how much, that's how great you are. You just look at everything and you show me. My whole life, you've shown me what I need to see. Talk to yourself. Talk to your body. For it is your words, your intentions. It is your creation. You are a powerful creator. You are a divine God being walking this earth. Create yourself. Yes, this is great. And so are you. You're great. You're awesome. You're wonderful. You're loved. And guess what? Everything about you creates you and your uniqueness, even the sound of your voice, Miss Amy. And how beautiful it is. Because in that tone, when you were humming, doing the exercise, you were activating your pineal gland to your voice soul tone. No one has one like you. Everyone is unique in everything that they are, and it is great. You are fantastic and just loving, lovable. Let's find a reason to love ourselves today. I know a great one. How about we found each other? Do we love this space? Congratulate yourself for allowing yourself to be guided to this moment right here, to be celebrating with our soul family right here. Congratulate yourself. That is a lot to love about yourself. Self, I love you, how you have guided me to everyone here. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. I love you for that. Love yourself today. Yes. Okay, what else? Okay, y'all, I spoke about heat, getting hot when you're in the flow, when you're in doing intuition, when you're whether it's meditating, whether you're channel writing, whether you're channeling, whatever, and how you get hot. Yeah, I'm hot right now. So see, I got my little fan because yeah, I knew I was going to be here. And when you all of a sudden get cold, you know that you're not in that space. Yeah, little signs to pay attention to yourself, that the greatness that you are. All right. The first energy technique that we did, or any other technique that we have done on here, which one do you think you like the best? Or is this a sexuality test? Come on, Miss Pebbles. Remember, this ain't that kind of channel. Just looking at it again. So, of the different energy techniques that we have done, you just got on a minute ago. Oh, you didn't get to do the technique? The oh, all righty. Do we want to do, the one that we were buzzing off of? Okay, I'll explain it for those who did just get on here and didn't see it. So this was an exercise. Oh, did you just caught the end? Okay, so it's a pineal gland exercise and identifying the different organs, the pineal, the heart, the belly button, and then the tailbone. So for those who just got on, if you don't know where your pineal gland is, and it's your intuition center point, if you want to say, it's the where you receive all your intuition and guidance and excuse me, Grandmaster thought, Coke, excuse me, in the staff. How at the top has the eye. That's the center of the brain where the pineal, it's a representation of the pineal where the pineal gland is. But it's in the center of your head. If you do your fingers in your ears, that line that goes from ear to ear, and then the center part where your third eye is, and then back here is that line. So where those cross is where your pineal gland is located. So if you can't get the precise location, just know it's in that general area. And then, of course, we all know where our heart is. It's the beating, loving heart of ourselves that pumps the blood through the body and it's perfect circulation with clear flowing energy. And then we have our belly button. Belly button is where we were connected to with our mothers in our gestation time, when our bodies were being created for our spirit to eventually, when we were being born, to occupy. The life force between your belly button and your mother was a connection. Okay, and then we have our tailbone, which is the base of our spine. Those are the energy points: the pineal gland, heart, belly button, and tailbone. So now, 3 rounds of breathing. We start from 3 rounds of with a breath with a hum. The hum the whole time with your focus on that part of the body. So focusing on the tailbone, it'll go like so the whole breath you hum it with your eyes closed. 3 rounds to the tailbone, then we move up to the belly button, then we move up to the heart, then we move up to the pineal gland. Now, when we get to the pineal gland, we're doing 5 rounds of humming. Every breath, it's 5 rounds. And then after we finish our 5 rounds of humming, then we do 1 breath of sitting in silence. Move down to your heart, 1 breath in the heart, sitting in silence, 1 breath in the navel, sitting in silence, and then down to the tailbone. And then you can sit in the tailbone as long as you can. But I promise you, little bit of a warning, it's a really, really strong meditation technique. Okay. So, do you want to do it all the way through? Since you caught the end of it before. Love the glasses, girl. All right. So, are we ready to do it one more time? For those who came in at the end, like Miss Amy, not naming any names. All right, let's do it. Okie doke. Put your eyes closed. Let's focus on our tailbone. Ready? Go. Mm. Move up to our belly button. 3 rounds and go. Mm. Let's move up to our heart. 3 rounds of breathing and go. Mm. Let's move up to the pineal gland. 5 rounds of breathing and go. Mm. Your eyes still closed, one silent round on your pineal. Let's move down to our heart, one silent breath, eyes still closed. Let's bring our attention to our belly button, eyes still closed, silent breath. Let's move down to our belly, our tailbone, eyes still closed, silent breath. When you are ready, open your eyes. When you are ready. Feel the tingling throughout your body, wherever it may be, any pressures. Recognize how your body feels. How was that? Now, as you get better at that, as you become stronger, not necessarily better, as you become stronger and more familiar with this technique, you can sit and breathe for as many rounds as you choose, as many rounds in the pineal gland as you choose, in the sitting at the base in your tailbone and sitting there for as long as you choose in the silence and just focusing on the tingling of the energy that's around your tailbone, for that is your kundalini. Feel the swirling of it. And anybody who begins to feel that kundalini rise, just relax and just feel it and acknowledge it. Remember to use wisdom. Remember, you feel taller. Yeah, we're taller. How powerful are you, Miss Pebbles, the divine goddess that you are? Yes. Speak to yourself in any area that you choose. Feel taller, feel more enlightened. Feel the guidance, for we are surrounded by our angels, we are surrounded by our ancestors, and these are just meditation techniques that you can practice for yourself. It is at no cost to you, and it is everything. Yes, it's laughter. Yes, drink your water. This is all for your benefit. And the only person that it took to do it was you. You, and you. So congratulate yourself for that. Mm, yes. So, what else did I do this week? I went to go see Sinners. Oh my goodness, that movie is 10 thumbs up if I had them. Go see that movie. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Sinners. Kudos to the director, kudos to the actors, kudos to the historical information, kudos to the entertainment and the variety. I absolutely loved it. And the soundtrack is off the chain. It will be a movie that I will watch over and over again. It's called Sinners. Uh, uh, oh, forgive me. Ryan Coolidge. Was he the same person that directed Black Panther? And um, it's really, really good. It's Michael B. Jordan. He's one of the stars in it. Really, really good. I loved it. It's not for the faint at heart, I suppose, but it's really good. It was one from advertising and so forth. It was a movie that was created as it was being filmed. It was kind of like in silence being filmed. Like, so when it came out, it was like, oh, this movie, oh, okay. At least that's what it was for me and for some other people that I've, listened to talk about it. Really recommend a nice outing. Little scary for those who can be got some little points in it here and there, but other than that, I loved it. Loved the music, loved all the dance and the storylines and the history, and it was good. It was good. I loved how they touched so many different cultures, and it was really good. So, and I'm not gonna tell what it was about. No, no, I don't like spoilers. So, well, we're coming on an hour. I know that I haven't been on as frequently. I do um this schedule will probably be this way through May, at least for the next week or two, for sure. So, but the garden is going and new plants are in and I'll be able to take you out with me in the mornings when I have the time to go out in the mornings instead of going to work to put money in the coffers. Um, to take you with me to water my garden and to see the growth and when the ripening, like I've had to cover the peaches because they have they're forming, they're not ripe yet, so they're still green, so the squirrels love. So I have to cover the peach tree, cover up Penelope so that we can have some peaches. I've got the blueberries covered because they've all, um, produced and they aren't ripe yet, but once they do, the birds love them. So the blueberries are covered. Yeah, and I've got um, bell peppers, I got green, orange, yellow, and red. I got serrano hot peppers. I got jalapenos. I got 3 tomato plants, beefsteak. I want the big ones this time. I have cucumbers. I planted marigolds to attract the butterflies and bees and so forth for pollination, and it also dispels some bugs. Some bugs don't like it. What else do I have? I have cilantro planted. I got the green beans going. Um, uh, I didn't get any okra plants, so I planted the seeds, but I might have to go out and buy an okra plant because I did it too late. So, but yeah, so that's what's in the garden. Oh, and avocado seeds, they popped up. So lots of stuff in the garden. Yeah. So we'll be able to, watch me water it. And I got all around the pergola. I now have the citronella plants. So citronella smells so good. You can get the oil. You can get some citronella oil, so it's a natural mosquito repellent. So you can rub the leaves, and then on your hand and do it on your body, or just get some citronella oil, put it on your hands, rub it around on your arms and your legs if you have on shorts, and it's a natural mosquito repellent. Didn't do any peppermint this year. When I do peppermint, it's going in a pot. Peppermint likes to spread and go everywhere it's not wanted, so we won't do that one again. But that's also a mosquito repellent. And then lavender is a mosquito repellent. So I got 3 plants going. I had to put four new ones. And there's an older one because the other one I messed it up. My fault. Try to replant it, but that's another story for another day. And my mugwort is growing tall. If Dora Baby will stop laying on it, oh my goodness, because next to it I had some catnip, which I need to plant another one. I want to put it there, but the catnip really attracts the cats. And instead of just smelling it like a normal person, well, I guess they're not a person, they're a cat. Dora Baby likes to lay in it and then comes in the house with his droopy eyes like he's on drugs or something. I'm like, oh my goodness, can I have some plants out there? Because it too is a natural mosquito repellent. So all the different things that we get to experience with the nature and enjoying it with you. I'm gonna share it with you. So isn't this wonderful? Yeah. So I don't want to keep you. However, let's do a oracle card for a collective. How's that sound? Which deck would you like? Which deck out of their vids? Yeah. I promise you they like it. I promise you. And so, like I said, he's ruining the mugwort because he's laying in it. I don't know if you think it's also the catnip because it was next to it. Have you ever had mugwort? It's supposed to be a protective plant, but you can make a tea out of it, and you can smoke it, and it amplifies your dreams. It magnifies your dreams. Visit and yeah. So mugwort. Um, I order it and I plant it, and I have one over there. Which forgive me, I have not been doing very well with the house plants, but the outdoor they do great. Um, yeah. So that's what I got out there. Was that it? Oh, the strawberries. I picked two strawberries yesterday. Yeah, they were yummy. Oh, your friend grows the mugwort. Yeah, put it in a tea as well. And now that we've got the raspberry as the leaves are bloop, 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 I could be able to make some raspberry tea. You get the leaves, and it's so good for the body. For so many, I will get the list of things that it is good for so that you can know it yourself. Things like raspberry leaves, blackberry leaves, simple nature, everyday nature is actually great for the body, healing and so forth. Yeah. And you can do these things too, even if you don't have a yard, if you just have, um, oh, strawberry leaf tea, yum, yum, yum. Oh, even if you just have, if you're an apartment, some of this stuff in a pot, and get you a growing light. Not very much. You can order it, get you a little growing light, unless you're going to be sitting it in the window. But if it's sitting on one side of the room and you're expecting sunlight to hit it, it ain't going to work. That plant's not going to flourish. It needs sunlight. It needs light. But use nature to your benefit. I mean, you are connected. Okay, here's something else. Here's another. Um, you've got one. What a strawberry? A strawberry plant or what? Mugwort. You can grow mugwort inside. Um. Oh, you've got a growing light, and it's still really interesting. Maybe you need to like put some foil or something around so there's some type of reflection. You know, use some little lighting techniques. Um. Just another indication of like how the body is. You know how when I speak of, okay, you have the four elements. You have the earth, water, fire, and air, right? And our bodies are earth, water, fire, and air. You're gonna try again? Great, great. Because supply chains are getting ready to get super duper tight, super duper duper tight. Yes, try again. Try again. Remember, y'all, I was saying how long ago, stock up? I kept saying things are going to change. Look at the way things are, and it's not going to get any easier. So help yourself by growing your own plants where you can and how you can. Yes. So, oh, but here's the really great part. You are living and you are alive, and that just shows the strength of who you are. And for the fact you've chosen to be here at this time, you have chosen to make your part, your mark in this powerful time. The cycle, we are at the beginning of the age of Aquarius, the beginning of a new yuga cycle, and how we create society to be. We are making our stamp in history of how do we want life to be. And growing plants is an example of how do you want life to be. You want your fresh food, you want your fresh vegetables. This is your opportunity to be. How do you want your life to be? In fact, I'll put myself as an example. um yes, it does. It pushes people out of the system and back to the earth, back to normalcy, pushing the corporations and their greed away. I mean, shame on them, but their days are numbered. We are moving forward and in that same space of how do you want your world to be? And I eventually, when I move from here, and, I'll share it later, but I plan on moving on to a bigger piece of property. And on that, I know what I plan to have as far as fruit and vegetables, what fruit trees and so on and so forth. And I had to catch myself to say, okay, wait a minute. I can't just keep saying when uh I get there, then I will have. No, how do you want your world to be? And I had to like change my thinking, change my perspective, because if I want a piece of property with fruit trees on it, right here, right now, I can have that. But I don't necessarily have to put it in the ground. I can put it in a pot, just like I've done Penelope and Peter, the peach trees, and just like I've done Avery, the avocado tree. I did Leroy and Lynette, the lemon trees. They didn't make it because of that big snow, the cold snap that I had a few years ago. Ooh, has it been 3 years now? I never planted any lemon trees back, but I'm changing that. And I've already been looking at to which fruit trees I'm going to get and put them in pots and put them in different places on the property in the backyard. And right here, right now, where I am, my world, how do I want it to be? It includes fruit trees. I say congratulations to myself. And that's an example for you. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Um, right where you are at. So I've this will be my third year of getting peaches off the peach trees. So you can control the growth of it and have your beautiful world. Exactly. So the trees that I have looked at, which I've had in the past at another house that I lived when I was in California, I've had pomegranate before. So I'm gonna get another pomegranate tree, but instead of in the ground, it's going in a pot. And I'm gonna get some more lemon and lime trees because these are fruits that. And one another thing, fruit trees, and fruit plants, they they come back every year. Vegetables do not, but fruit does. So you can, maybe it's your strawberry plants, or I might have apple. Oh, look at I done jumped. So the trees I've picked a pomegranate, black cherry, red delicious, and of course the lemon lime, um, and a fig. I think was that it? Oh, olive. And I'm gonna put the olive by the bird feeder, the bird bath, and the other ones on the other side of the house because I have this whole section that just gets sun all day long. So I'm just gonna put them in lines all along the side and have what I want my world to be. Yeah. So don't wait. Don't say when I get, when I do, when I finally. No, live your life now, how and where you can, and just do it because nobody is stopping you but you yourself. So now back to the elements of the body, how I was getting ready to speak about how I speak about how we our physical body is earth, our intuition is breath is air, we have water is the blood, and fire is our spark of life that's within us. So we have all the elements. Now, just to show you how much we are elements, when your body releases what it no longer needs, so the lower part of the body, and you say thank you to your body for functioning in the perfection that it was created to function. So when you eliminate the lower part of the body, when you have a bowel movement, we're using proper words here, right? We're not getting disgusted. So lower parts of the body returns back to the earth, right? Water returning back to the earth, right? When you birth, air, like air is being released. And then the closest to come to fire would be like if you were to throw up, and maybe the mucus from um, pollen and what colds or whatever, and then you have mucus that comes up. That's more like a volcano, because it kind of like a volcano does, right? So acknowledge how wonderful you are. Acknowledge how you are connected to the earth and how we are one with the earth. Acknowledge that water that comes down in the form of rain. Thank it. Send gratitude to it. Send love to it. Thank it for what it is doing, for nourishing this earth, for providing water to this earth, for giving you water, for nourishing you, for quenching your thirst. There's a lot to be thankful there. So I know I can go on and on and on. Oh my goodness, it's been already over an hour. But Oh, I absolutely adore the rain too. And we had a storm that came through here. Uh, it was so much because I was sitting here meditating and it was nighttime. And because before I go to bed, I like to demedia myself. So I like to have a time to where I don't have any television, any laptop, any phone, nothing um, that um, to tone down that stimulation. So I call it demedia time. So I was in here um, meditating, and then the rain started. I started hearing the patter, 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 and it was quiet because everybody done went to bed. And then the rain really came down, and the lightning. Oh, it was so much lightning that it kept, with my eyes closed, it kept getting bright. It kept getting bright, and the thunder. So it was a real heavy rainstorm that came through. So it was really, really nice. Yes, yes. Well, oh, and I never did do the card. So let us do. So you know what? Since we're talking about elements, let's do the Green Witch deck. Okay. We as element beings on this earth, I can become scatterbrained at time, right? Okay, we're going to use the Green Witch deck. Can you see it? Yeah, that one. Oracle deck. So, angels, ancestors, universal spirit, give us a message for the collective for today. What would you have to say to us? What do you want us to know? Let's pick this one right here. Thought you was going to have us jump, Miss Amy. And we got, da, 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 we got pine tree, vitality, longevity, and perseverance. Is that not like what we were talking about today? Look at that. Can you see? Da, da, da. It is the pine tree. Yes. All right. Let's see what it has to say. We were talking about the vitality with the plants and giving ourselves what we need. I just love it. Universe just be on point. Pine tree. Dun, 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 dun. 85. We're going to go to 85 on page 85. And we have arrived. All right. Pine tree, vitality, longevity, and perseverance. The pine tree is a symbol of life, enduring the promise that if things seem dark, it's not over. Some kinds of pine trees have root systems that are centuries old, and while a single tree may die, the established root system can introduce a new seedling to replace it. The rejuvenation cycle tells us that even when something appears to be dead or finished, there are still roots alive. Nothing is ever truly gone. Don't give up on it. Pine is a popular building material. It absorbs shock. It is resistant to excessive swelling and shrinking, and although it dents easily, it is long lasting. The pine tree card tells you to hang in there. Life may be knocking you around a bit, but even dented, you're reliable and can last longer than you think, because you are a divine God being here having a human experience. Therefore, you can do it. You're already doing it. And you've done it for how many years now? Yes, you can do it. All right. The reflection to this is, have you given up on something you shouldn't have? Ugh, tisk, tisk, tisk. Why did you give up on something you shouldn't have? Pine tree tells you to hold on. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hey, you said you're so dented. That is okay. That means you are so strong and you can weather the storm. How many storms have you weathered? Change that perspective, because you are still here. Yes, you are. I am still here. I say bring it on, because I've handled it all before. Yeah, I can handle it again. I am. Yes, you are. You already have. What a wonderful message. Thank you, everybody, for participating today in this I hope you liked it. I hope that you will use it and practice it and get stronger and stronger at it and use it for your benefit. Because remember, everything that you do in life, everything that you learn, read, watch, listen to, take in, taste, eat, drink, whatever, it's all for your benefit. It is your world, and it is you experiencing everything in the way that you are experiencing it. It's for your joy, it's for your pleasure, it's for your own strength, for your guidance. It's all for you, nobody else but you. So, yes, thank you for practicing it. It benefits you. Yes, it'll make you stronger, help you to listen to your guidance. Remember, trust yourself. Because you're the only one that can hear your body. You're the only one that can hear your thoughts. Well, I mean, there is some telepathy, but in truth, you're the only one that can hear it. You're the only one that feels your body when your body talks to you. You're the only one. So it's your world. Listen to it. When you edify yourself through whatever knowledge, it's for your benefit. When I go to learn something new, I don't do it for the purpose. There's a lot of things that classes and so forth that people will take for the purpose of learning, gaining an income. I set that aside a little while ago because everything I learn, everything that I do, it's for my benefit. It's my growth. It's for my edification. And the same thing goes for you. It's all your knowledge. It's all your perspective. It's all for your growth. Dented or not, hey, what's a little dent? It shows character, right? It shows strength. It shows endurance and perseverance. And as long as you're still here on this earth, walking and breathing the breath of life, you're still doing it. So don't doubt yourself. Congratulate yourself. You are still doing it, no matter how challenging it is. And when you get through that challenge, congratulate yourself for being stronger because you endured what you thought was so hard or whatever. Yeah, each challenge you have, it edifies you. So love yourself, congratulate yourself, send gratitude to yourself, talk to your body. We did the exercise showing how when you talk to your body responds, and we saw it instantly. So, hey, all for you. Let's all say it together because I'm going to say bye-bye for now. Okay, just ciao for now. So let's all say it together. I am love. I am light. I am all that I am. And so are you. Okay. So until the next time, have the most benevolent day. Thank you for coming.